Hey everyone, thanks for joining the 30-day challenge. I'm Coach Maddie. I'm going to show you the body weight workout A movements. We've got 5 movements throughout the workout, and I want you to check the calendar and make sure you're following along with the sets and reps designated to each day. You're going to progress throughout the month, so just make sure you know how many sets and how many reps you're doing each time you revisit any of the body weight workout challenges. Cool, so we've got 5 movements like I said. I'm going to show you the movement. I'm also going to show you any modifications that might be necessary for that movement. If it's too easy or too hard, I'll show you something that you might be able to choose from if that comes about for you. All right, so the first movement we have is a split squat. The way that we programmed it is a rear elevated split squat. So back foot will be on a couch like so. Front leg will be right in front of you there, making sure that knee just stays right over the toes as we lower down and stand back up. Okay, the knee should just get right above the ground there. If you tap the ground, that's okay. Say you want to make this a little easier, we will just take our foot off of the ground. Same stance, that back knee is just dropping towards the ground and back up. In either of these scenarios, you can add weight. So I have a kettlebell, but you can hold anything, some laundry detergent, an animal, a baby, if you feel safe. Anything you feel safe with, holding out the chest and repeating that exact same movement pattern like so. You'll do all of the repetitions on one leg, then you'll switch legs and do the other side. All right? Next movement is a glute bridge with your heels elevated. So again, using a couch or a chair, something that is about knee height, you'll go ahead and put your feet, heels specifically, into the couch. Hands can be down on the ground for support. And you're driving your heels into the couch and lifting those hips up and returning. You can rest here, you can just tap your back onto the ground and repeat. Modification, if you want to make this a little bit more difficult, switch it to a single leg. So one heel will stay on the couch, the other will hover right above, and we'll push our heel into the couch and repeat all the reps on one leg. You would then switch and do the other leg. If it's a little too difficult, we can just drop our feet onto the ground, press those heels into the ground, and lift up the hips the exact same way. As you lower the hips, you're just barely tapping the ground and pressing them back up. Okay? Next move that we have is a push-up. You can do a standard push-up, making sure that our shoulders and our wrists are lined up. You can drop to the knees, repeat that same good form. You can also move onto the couch and use this as an incline push-up as a modification here to make it a little easier. Whatever you do, we're just making sure our form is good. So if you need to modify it to look more quality reps, that's what we're looking for, okay? The next movement is a bent over row with a backpack. So you're gonna need a bag. I just have a little sports bag here, and I have textbooks in it, okay, some big books. You can throw cans of beans, whatever makes the bag heavy for you works, okay? We're gonna hip hinge, put our butt to the wall behind us. That weight is down in front of us, and I'm rowing this bag up towards my chest and repeating for the amount of reps designated on your calendar. Make sure that those elbows are staying nice and close to the rib cage. Okay? The last movement we have is a body saw with socks. So you're gonna need a pair of socks. Move all of your stuff out of the way. So we've got a pair of socks. You'll put those under your toes. And we're gonna start in a pillar bridge position. So on our elbows, making sure we're getting all set up before we start moving here. Okay, make sure that back is flat. And all we're doing here is from starting position, which means shoulders and elbows are lined up. You're gonna push your body away from your hands until you feel like you've reached end range, and then pull yourself back to position where you started. Okay, we're not coming too far over our hands, just to where we started here. So back and forward. Back where you started. If this gets too hard, feel free to just hold a pillar bridge right here. And if you decide to hold the pillar bridge, try the next time you do that to hold it a couple seconds longer. Just keep building as you go through the month. We're trying to progress as we get stronger and stronger. All right, so those are the 5 movements. If you have any questions, or you have something that you need to modify beyond what we talked about, feel free to email any of the coaches, reach out with any questions. All right, have fun.